Welcome to Yoga with Katie. Today we're going to be doing some chair yoga. So we're going to be finding some movement sitting down. A lot of this is some forward folds and some arm movements. We do practice yoga safely here, so we're going to be mindful of our surroundings. We're going to be aware of any sensations in our body so that we don't go past our limit. Now for your chair, I do recommend one that does not have arm rests. We want to have some space for our legs and our arms to move. So just a simple chair with a back. If you're ready to get started, let's go ahead and practice sitting nice and tall. So we're not resting on the back of the chair. We're going to have some space. We're thinking that we can feel both of our sits bones pressing into the chair. Our belly is relaxed so we can breathe comfortably, but we're lifting through the spine, almost as if we could create space between each vertebra. And we're thinking tall through the top of the head, almost as if you've got a string pulling you up like a Christmas ornament. Arms are going to be relaxed on our legs. Now, preference is just yogi's choice. Palms down is more of a grounding. Palms up is for receiving. Wherever you find comfortable with your arms, maybe you go ahead and soften your eyes, close them. Your chin is going to lift to meet the horizon line, and then dip it down just below. We're thinking long with the back of the neck. Sitting tall here. As you inhale, we're going to expand the belly out. Imagine getting taller. Exhale, let the belly relax, sending that energy down into the floor. Again, inhale, expand, think tall. Exhale, relax the belly, energy just sends down. That doesn't mean we're slouching down. Last time here, inhale through the nose. When you think you've reached the top, sip in a little bit more air. Exhale out the mouth. Go ahead and slowly open your eyes. We're going to start with some seated cat-cow. So hands to your knees if that feels comfortable. And we're just going to start by sitting back, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. And then you're going to use that pressure on the knees to pull your chest through the arms, arch the spine, looking up long through the front of the neck. Let's do that 2 more times. Rock back in the seat, tuck the chin. Inhale, looking forward and up. Last time, connect the breath with the movement. Exhale, round. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, let's neutralize that spine. Wonderful. From here, we're going to start by taking our right leg to either ankle cross above the knee, if that's accessible to you. If not, maybe just kind of cross legs. But wherever you are, we're going to go for a twist. So taking that left hand across the body to grab that right knee, and we're twisting towards that leg. Now you have a few options for this hand. If it's okay with your upper back, maybe you reach for the back of the chair. If that's not accessible, maybe you reach for the side of your chair, add that little bit of pressure, long arm here. Otherwise, third option is you're just grabbing at the hip and you're using that pressure to twist. Now, every time we twist, we're thinking tall through the top of the head first. On the exhale, maybe we twist a little bit deeper. In your twist, we're going to add the twist into our neck. Look behind you as far as you can. 2 breaths just like that. We're thinking inhale tall. Exhale, maybe twist deeper. Last one. Exhale, we'll come out of that twist, keeping the leg where it is. We're just going to round forward, feeling the stretch in that right glute, maybe in the hip as well. Pausing here. The next time that you inhale, we'll sit back up. Go ahead and release that leg to the floor. Other side, knowing again you have just a simple cross-legged option. Otherwise, ankle is above the knee. Crossing the hand over the body, grab that knee, twist now to the left. And then find where you'd like to place that left hand. Is it on the chair, on the hip? Find what's comfortable for you. You could have a difference between your right and your left, and we're not judging that. Add the twist into the neck. Look behind you as far as you can. 3 breaths of inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. This is 2. Last one. Wonderful. Come out of that shape, planting that foot onto the floor. Wonderful. Let's stretch out our arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus the arms back. Imagine your elbows could scrape the wall behind you. Let's backstroke again. Inhale, up. Cactus arms back. Last time, this one's different. Inhale, arms up. Cactus, pause. Elbows are wide. They're in the same height as your shoulder. Hands are also lifted, reaching back behind, energetically through the palms and the fingertips. Exhale, take those arms in front of you, starting with your right arm underneath. Crossing arms, bend at the elbows, and this could be enough for you. Otherwise, we're imagining we can continue to wrap our arms so that our palms touch. If this is just you today, that's fine. But we're going to take our hands and our elbows away from the body. We're going to find a stretch in the upper back. Maybe you cave in your chest a little bit. We're really pulling the elbows away from the body, but still depressing the shoulders down. Long neck. 2 more breaths. When you're ready to come out of the shape, unwind the arms, open that chest nice and wide. Arms in front, other arm gets a turn. So this time, left arm underneath. Again, this could just be you today, and that's okay. Otherwise, our goal is eventually maybe palms touch. Wherever you are, take those elbows away from the body, hands away from the face. Shoulders are depressed down. Maybe you cave in that chest. We're feeling that pull right behind the scapula. Full breath in through the nose. Controlled out the mouth. Last one like that. Wonderful. Exhale, release. Nice big wide open chest. And then relax those hands down. Wonderful. Let's go back to our legs, starting with that right leg. See if you can hug that leg in. So if that means you need to scoot your hips forward so you can rest onto the back of the chair, that's fine too. Wherever you are, we're holding that leg up and you're just going to straighten and bend. If you can sit up tall while you do it, even better. Using that tall spine helps engage more muscles, especially that hip flexor. When you're ready, kick that leg straight and then circle the ankle. Really find the fullest expression. Reverse if you haven't already. Gorgeous. One step further to feel extra strong. Kick that leg nice and strong. Maybe you let go. Strong core, strong hip flexor. Plant that foot back into the ground. Other leg gets a turn. Left leg in. All we're doing is bend and straight. Find some movement in the joints. Lubricating them. Also sitting tall. Also finding some strength in the arms. Next time your leg is straight, we'll circle the ankle. Almost as if you're scooping out peanut butter at the bottom of the jar. Really explore every centimeter, reverse, explore every centimeter of that joint. When you're ready, flex the foot, kick that leg nice and tall. Maybe you let go, holding that leg nice and strong, strong quad. Exhale back down. Wonderful. Let's go for a side bend. Taking your right hand to the chair, left arm up and over. As we're doing this, we're imagining we're staying flat here, just the body tilts to the side. Being mindful of the neck. Naturally, I like to look up, but if that's too intense, you can look forward or even down. As you're doing this, see if you can keep your weight centered, not leaning too far to one hip. If you want to take this one step farther, that top hand comes behind the head at the base of the skull, and then elbow pulls wide, maybe even pressing your head into the hand. Add that pressure, add that lift. Really broad through the chest, through that collarbone, the shoulder, the neck. We do like to look down a whole lot, especially as we're sitting. We do have a bad tendency to slouch, so we're really opening that back up. Exhale, release. Let's go right into the other side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Same thing. Now, a concept here is we're imagining we could expand our rib cage out and up to the sky. Your right lung has 3 lobes versus your left lung only has 2. So see if you can really fill up all 3 lobes in that right lung. If you want to go for the hand behind the head, now's the time. Adding that pressure of your head pressing into the hand, adding that engagement, elbow really up to the sky. Being mindful here that we're not sticking out our rib cage, but we're still keeping it nice and close and engaged. Long and flat through the lower back. One more controlled breath. Really expand that right lung. Awesome. Come out of that shape. Wonderful. From here, we're going to take our legs apart and together. So we're practicing some movement here. So I recommend maybe hands in between or hands on the sides, but we're leaning back a little bit and we're opening and closing the legs. So we're building some strength in the legs, building some strength in our hip flexors, and building some strength in our core. Also that back to hold you up. Otherwise, if you need to lean back in the chair, you can add that little bit of pressure. Awesome. We're going to switch it now to just a march. So just your knee comes all the way up to your chest, alternating, thinking, could your knee even touch that armpit? That is how high that leg is going. Now, if you're being aware, if you need to take your leg out to the side, if you've got belly in the way, that's okay. I'm more worried about height versus direction. If you feel really confident in this and you want to go one step farther, arms are up to the sky. So now we have that elongated core while we're doing these seated crunches. Wonderful. Full breath in. Exhale out. One more controlled breath like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Wonderful. Plant those feet wide. Make some room for your belly. If you can, we're going to hang forward. If you just need to rest onto your knees like this, that's fine. Otherwise, we're imagining we can reach the floor. So you're tucking the chin. We're rounding the spine. We're relaxing the belly. Letting the head hang loose. Take a full breath in. Controlled breath out. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to roll back up, really understanding every vertebrae gets its turn. Even adding that movement into the neck. The neck gets its turn. Head is the very, very last thing. Wonderful. From here, we're just going to pause and we're going to end class with our seated shavasana. So from there, you've got a few options. One is if your chair is tall enough and you can rest your head on the back of the chair, great, you can do that. Neck pillows are also really nice for that here as well. And then find what's comfortable for your legs. If you'd like to try to stretch them long, now's the time. Maybe even pointing the feet to see if you can relax your feet flat on the earth. Add a stretch at the top of the ankle. And then find what's comfortable for your arms. If you'd like to do palms up or down, again, that works too. But our goal is to get comfortable in the chair. So if that means chin down, if that means chin up, that means legs straight, legs bent, arms long, arms crossed. Our goal is to settle in and draw your attention into your heart space. We always end class with a moment of gratitude, being grateful for all the shapes that your body can make, being grateful for the time that you have presented with yourself today to take care of your body. Being grateful for each breath, for each heartbeat. Go ahead and draw your attention now into your third eye in between the eyebrows. This is a reminder to have an open and receptive mind, open to new ideas. Go ahead and draw your attention down to your lips. This is a reminder to have kind words to others and especially ourselves. Guiding your attention back into the heart. This is a reminder to have a truthful heart, that we are honest within ourselves, living our truth. Go ahead and find your Undulate Mudra. That's our prayer palms together, mudra of gratitude. Bowing the chin to the chest if it isn't already. Namaste translates to I honor and bow and respect you and your light. So when we end class by saying namaste, we're showing this respect towards each other. The light within me bows and respects the light within you. Namaste.